Alright, today's lesson will be corresponding angles with parallel lines. We'll start with the definition. Corresponding angles are two angles both lying on the same side of the transversal. The transversal is the orange line we have here, and situated the same way on two different parallel lines. So we have two parallel lines, and we have a transversal that intersects both of those lines. The corresponding angles are 1 and 5. And we also have angles 4 and 8. And angle 8. Those are corresponding angles. The definition or the rule for corresponding angles are that corresponding angles are congruent. And we have several corresponding angles here. If I look at this diagram, I have angle 1 corresponds with angle 5. Therefore, I can say angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. I also have angle 4 corresponds to angle 8. So I can say angle 4 is congruent to angle 8. And so on. I have angle 2 corresponds to angle 6. So angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. But also angle 3 corresponds to angle 7. So angle 3 is congruent to angle 7. Alright, let's see how to apply this to problems. What if I want to find the value of the measurement of angle x? Well, first of all, I know that angle 5 and x correspond to each other. So I know that the measurement of angle x must equal the measurement of angle 5. In the previous lesson, we know that 5 is an alternate interior angle to this angle, 60, and they're congruent. And in the previous lesson before that, we know that these are vertical angles. So right away, we know that x has to equal 60 degrees. Let's say I want to find the measure of all the angles. Find the measures of angle 2, measure of angle 5, and measure of angle 7. Well, I noticed that these two angles correspond to each other. So right away, I know that measurement of angle 5 must equal 30 degrees. And I notice that this angle corresponds to each other. So I know measurement of angle 2 must be 150 degrees. Angle 7 is a vertical angle. It's a vertical angle to 150. So measurement of angle 7 must equal 150. Let's try a more challenging problem. Let's find the measures of all the numbered angles, angle 4, 3, and 5. What are the measures of those? What do they equal? Well, again, you can use any of the previous theorems or definitions we use. I know that I see a vertical angle here, so I know that measurement of angle 5 must be 80 degrees. I know that these two angles correspond to each other. That forces measurement of angle 4 to equal 100 degrees. Angle 3. Well, if I know that this is 100 degrees, I can add these two angles up and they must equal 180 degrees because it's a straight angle. So that forces measurement of angle 3 to equal 180 minus 100, which is just 80 degrees. So equals 80 degrees. And if you want to know what the measure of this angle is, it's going to be twice whatever x is. They're vertical angles. So I can simply say that 2x equals 100. So x has to equal 50.